In this lesson, we'll talk about VTP configuration and verification with Packet Tracer. VTP is a layer 2 protocol, and it allows to control, create, and delete VLANs from a central VTP server. There are three types VTP mode: server mode, client mode, and transparent mode. In this configuration, we'll configure VTP server mode and VTP client mode, and we will also talk about VTP transparent mode. Firstly, let's do the trunk configuration, and then we will configure the VTP modes of each switch. Here we are configuring our Fast Ethernet 01 as trunk, and we are using .1 encapsulation here. And now it's trunk. And now we can do the VTP configuration. Let's start with switch 1 here. Here we are saying that this switch will be VTP client mode, and then we'll write the VTP domain name. Our domain name is IP Cisco, and we are configuring our VTP password ABC123, and our VTP version. Here we'll use version 2, and we'll say that VTP pruning is enabled. Here we cannot configure this. Yes, this is a limitation in Packet Tracer. Now let's configure our VTP server. And our domain name is, for example, we can write Cisco, but as you know, it is not our VTP domain name, so there's a domain mismatch error is coming. Okay, let's change this. Yes, and here we'll say VTP password here. It's again ABC123, and again our VTP version is 2, and by default all the switches are in server mode, so we do not need to write VTP mode server, but we can write to show you. As you can see, by default it is server. Now one of the switch is in VTP client mode and the other is VTP server mode. After that, whenever we create a VLAN or modify a VLAN in server mode, then the client will also create that VLAN or modify that VLAN. And let's firstly verify this configuration. As you can see, there is no VLAN 10, 20, 30 here, and let's also check here. As you can see, there is no VLAN 10, 20 or 30. So let's create these VLANs here. As you can see, these VLANs are created here. And let's check the other switch. As you can see, these VLANs are also created in the switch also, because the first switch is server and the second switch is in client mode. Let's also check VTP with VTP show commands. As you can see, with VTP show VTP status, our operational mode, our domain name, pruning mode is disabled here. We didn't talk about pruning here because it's not supported on Packet Tracer now. And VTP version 2 and trap generation here. And let's also see the other options. As you can see, show VTP counters and show VTP password, and our password is ABC123. And let's see this status on the other switch. As you can see, it's client. And the last VTP mode is transparent mode. Transparent mode is generally used when you add a switch to the network. First you arrange this VTP mode of this switch as transparent, because transparent mode do not affect from the VTP server and does not synchronize its database, its VLAN database. It only creates its own VLANs and modify its own VLANs. And this is basically VTP configuration. To sum up our configuration, we have done the configuration of VTP server on switch 0, and then we configured as VTP client the switch 1, and then as an example we create some VLANs on VTP server switch, and then we saw that created VLANs also created in VTP client switch.